Syrian President Bashar al-Assad is using drones, weapons, and other high-tech equipment supplied by Iran. Let's go straight to our Pentagon correspondent, Barbara Starr. Barbara, also seeing reports of high-level defections, including at least 4 generals. Do U.S. officials think that's significant?
Well, right now, John, senior U.S. intelligence officials are telling us no, and that's the problem. They are seeing no cracking in the inner circle around Bashar al-Assad. There have been some defections, but they really see no evidence that his most powerful inner circle is cracking. And that imagery that has now been declassified and released today is also critical, because what it's providing the U.S. intelligence community is very specific information about where Syrian forces are on the move, what they are shelling, the destruction of mosques and hospitals in critical neighborhoods. You have the video on the internet, but this is the kind of key intelligence that they are poring over right now to get a better idea of what the Syrian military is really up to, John.
And as they try to get more information about that, Barbara, tell us about it. Is it suspicion or is it evidence? Iran is now helping the Syrian government to try to crush the rebellion.
I have to tell you that senior U.S. intelligence officials are telling us they have evidence. They believe Iran in the past has supplied unmanned drones, UAVs, that Syria is now using in these neighborhoods to track people and track opposition movements. Iran is providing computer technology, the kind that they used in their own, to put down their own revolution so many months ago, to track the opposition forces, to jam or track their internet postings. Very, very tricky business, but it's that kind of support from Iran that has them concerned right now. And, you know, the real bottom line, John, still is, with all of this destruction going on, if the U.S. military was told by the president to intervene, these senior intelligence officials are telling us in detail Syria has thousands of surface-to-air missiles, anti-aircraft batteries, radars, very densely packed, very tough for U.S. airstrikes to get at. It would be very grim business for the U.S. to try and go in, John.
Important and very sober breaking news. Barbara Starr at the Pentagon tonight. Barbara, thanks so much.
Sure.
Now let's take a close images Barbara just referenced and just released by the United States government. First before and after pictures. You see them there. This is the assault on the Baba Amr neighborhood of the city of Homs. You see on the left, everything's relatively intact. On the right, heavy black smoke pours out from one or more of the buildings there. A wider view pinpoints the Baba Amr neighborhood and a large area pockmarked by artillery craters. The next set of before and after pictures shows a bridge near the Syrian border with Lebanon. In the right-hand picture, you clearly see that bridge, perhaps an access for people to escape the country, destroyed. The U.S. government released these dramatic images on the eve of a new diplomatic push to try to stop the bloodbath. The former United Nations Secretary General Kofi Annan is now a special envoy for the UN, as well as the Arab League. He plans to meet with President Assad tomorrow in Damascus. A short time ago, I spoke to the U.S.ambassador to the United Nations, Susan Rice. Is there any kind of a you must act now, any kind of a deadline that will be given to President Assad?
Well, the imperative is to resolve this as swiftly as possible. And our view is, and I think the mounting view of the international community, is that Assad's days are numbered. But in the meantime, he's killing an atrocious number of people. Our preference has been and remains for this to be resolved through peaceful and diplomatic means. And that's what Kofi Annan is trying to do.
We'll have more of that conversation with Ambassador Rice a bit later in this hour. Now let's shift, though, to today's important news about jobs. In a new